Good evening, everybody. It is a thankful Thursday, and we are back to recap the Braxtons season 2, our season finale, episode 8. Good evening, Auntie Diva. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You know what? We're here. We're here. We're here. We are
Mm.
in our final episode. It's been a nice season. They gave us 7 weeks. It was 8 episodes, but they dropped 2 episodes on 1 week. So they gave us 7 weeks of Braxton's drama, love.
Mm. Lies.
The lies, the lies, the
Lies. Lies. Hey, come on, Candy Burris.
Woo! Girl, listen, speaking of Candy Burris, before we go any further, I just want to send my prayers, my condolences, my love, my support, my positivity to Candy and the whole entire family. Diva, I told you last night, and I'll share with everyone the way this has been unfolding, y'all. Like, I am shocked. Yeah. I told Diva last night, like, I definitely, for me, Candy and Todd were the couple that I just thought that they were going to continue to thrive and survive and keep moving. Mm-hmm. So to see all of this unfolding the way it is, I told Diva last night, also, I thought it was going to be a messy free divorce. I thought they were just going to do what they do, go their separate ways, and be, a good co-parenting situation. But I don't see that happening at this point. It's a mess. It's a mess.
It's a hot stinking mess. It really is.
It's that Todd set up to come to us with the bush.
With the bull.
Because he can't, I mean, all of it is falling out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that Aunt Bertha is still here to see her words come to pass.
Oh my God, not Aunt Bertha. Not Aunt Bertha.
What are your thoughts on that real quick before we get into our little street news segment?
I like you said, prayers, divorce, no matter who it is, it's a difficult thing to go through. Whether it's a year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, Royaire, it's a person that you have spent a significant amount of your time and life with, right? And we don't know, of course, if the rumors are true or not, but to add insult to injury, it is even more heart-wrenching when you find out, like, behind your back that your person was talking to somebody else. It's devastating. I do pray, we could always have stuff to talk about, but what I will say is I do pray, Royaire, that they do get their what you call it, sealed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it needs to be on the street because they got 2 young kids. So my prayers are with them. I mean, but I still stand by the fact that there's a prenup. So Todd, I don't care woulda, coulda, shoulda. You was forced, you wasn't forced, you was under duress. Todd, we're adhering to the prenup. If it's up to the diva, you got to go.
Girl, when you sent that clip today with Todd and Candy going back and forth before they married, she was talking about, I'm supposed to get out in 30 days. When I'm supposed to go in
30 days? Get out.
Oh my God, girl.
Okay.
Yes, but this is so unfortunate, so messy. So I just want to send love, positive vibes, and positive energy to that whole situation because what a sad space. And I really liked the both of them. I really, really did. So, but listen, we are live on both channels, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Royaire's World. If you have not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure your notification bells are on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. So before we get into our Braxtons recap, I got a little street news on the Braxtons. So let's jump into our segment, Street News. Well, Funky Diva, there has been a recent, fallout between Funky Diva and Tamar earlier this year. It has seemed to die down. Tamar had a little situation with some ended up having to get some dental work done. Was it, Diva? Like some teeth falling out, and it was a rough night out. And so, you know, they had a little fallout. They was cool. They fell out. And so, Diva, honestly, this whole story is shocking to me because last I heard, and this is not being said in a shady way, but I thought Funky Dineva had prostate cancer. So I'm just like, you know, shouldn't we be focusing on our health instead of the mess? But, you know, I understand sometimes you got to air your grievances. So apparently Funky Dineva claims that Tamar Braxton and Mandisi Harris, which is the husband of, what's her name? Yandy down at the Love and Hip Hop.
The beautiful Yandy and them gorgeous kids.
Well, they've been sneaking around, according to Funky Dineva. He allegedly witnessed them making out, and other people know about it. Let's watch these clips and see what Funky got to say about all of this.
All right, let's see what he got to say.
Let's be like this. Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mandisi's had in front of me. Okay. All of that, you want to be like this. Let's be like this. Video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him. Do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house?
Why?
Because after her and Mandisi's got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped. Do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs? Got dropped off at Tamar's house. I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing. Okay. And the shit made me damn uncomfortable. Okay. Now, if it got dropped off, you know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth? It's Mandisi's and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what.
Oh my God.
You know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth. Okay. But if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Mandisi's and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you. Okay? But
so I didn't watch this clip before I put this up here. So, wow. Wow. I have not really been following very closely to this story. I kept hearing about it, and so I'm Diva. Remember earlier in the season when I said what Toni Braxton said about Tamar liking to be infamous? And this is what we talking about.
This is what y'all talking about.
Now, according to Tamar, she only knows Mandisi through the filming of them. So that means he came to set. Y'all did y'all filming. The way she expressed it outside of that, she does not know him. But according to the information that's being received out to the world, y'all was out together outside of the filming that was for your music movie. If y'all not cool like that and friends like that, why are y'all out hanging out together? And this is a married man.
Y'all be on her neck. She said she lying.
Not she lying.
Listen. We all know that night a whole lot of something went on that the truth wasn't told, right? Because from what we understood, the cops was never called, right? Because she just said she just woke up or the friend found her, whatever nonsense she said. But we do know no popo was called. People were asking for the receipts from the hospital. We never got no hospital receipts. This whole thing was sketchy from the door. So listen, if Tamar was in the street with Mendices, the problem with these celebrities is, Royaire, is that they all seem to be promiscuous and they like to be in the streets with other people other than their partners, right? Because it was told earlier that Yandy, by one of her friends was sleeping with somebody else, right? And so now we hear that Mendices is sleeping with somebody else, and that somebody perhaps is Tamar. This situation is messy. I feel like, if you wasn't down for what you were seeing, you know how she get down. Why would you hang out with her in the first place? But to be kissing, like telling somebody else's business is messy. But I also get why he told it, because when the people was coming out trying to act as if Funky Dineva did something to her, she did not come out and try to change it or say anything. So on that note, then I have to say I get why he's saying it. It is what it is. It's a hot, stinking mess. I got no more to say about it. Yeah, and that Miami doctor with her statement that was a lie. You ain't never lied. That she told that old stupid story to kind of cover for Tamar. Yeah, that was a whole stinking hot lying mess too. And these doctors lying is crazy to me.
Wild work, Diva. Wild work.
Wild. You got Dr. Jackie, messy mouth. Okay.
Did you see Dr. Jackie's apology?
She talking about I apologize in real time and they didn't show it, but you taking this and using it as an educational moment, good for you. That's undermining her. What's the word again? That's like, that's mocking her though too.
Yes.
You using it as an educational moment, good for you. Like Jackie is messy as hell.
Jackie need to get smacked. Jackie need to get smacked. That is exactly what needs to happen.
Royaire, she put that under what's her name?
Her comment, yes, under Brandy's page.
Yeah, she put on Brandy's page.
On Brandy's page. She added her, honey. She was bold enough to add her. Let me start with apologizing for mentioning your thyroid publicly. I definitely had a menopausal moment and let my mouth speak before my brain could catch up. Certainly wish I could use estrogen. I should have addressed this on one-on-one, if at all. Trust me, the comment came from a clinical concern, not shade. This is what got me, Diva. As a physician who has helped diagnose thyroid cancer. So if you as a physician do this is what you do. Don't you think it would be appropriate to handle this as a one-on-one moment and not in a group setting at a polo party event where people are drinking and talking and having fun?
She's a fraud. Listen, you're talking Dr. Jackie who outed Buffy and her infertility. We're talking Dr. Jackie that said that Black women just be acquiring woof about their pain. That's the Dr. Jackie we're talking about. I ain't got nothing for Jackie. And for Jackie and then at the end, no, put it back up for a second. At the end, Dr. Jackie, her focus is always her. You giving an apology and you mad because the internet got your age wrong. She goes, now, by the way, y'all, I'm 62 and not 67. Trick, this ain't about you right now. Right now. This is about you telling that girl there's something wrong with her neck, okay, on national TV, and you supposed to be apologizing. Then you want to try to blame it on menopause and all that other stuff. But at the end, you gonna bring up you. I'm 62, not 67. And let's be clear, Royaire, 62, 67, what's the darn difference? It's not like the internet has you out down at 75 and you 62. You're still in the 60s. It's 62 and they got 67. She need to go sit down somewhere. And either way, whether she's 62 or 67, Jackie looks darn
old.
She looks
okay. She do look good, but she's too old for this behavior. Way
she
too
is
old.
definitely too old for the behavior. She looks amazing. And to get the in and focus, and then she gonna put on them heart emojis. It's not a HIPAA violation. Just because she didn't necessarily know that anything was wrong with Brandy.
Right. She didn't know that about her. That's why she was asking.
She just was like, yo, girl, what is you okay? What's up with that neck? Right. So yeah, no. So and people, listen, the doctor, and when I worked in the hospital, they felt my neck because they was like, girl, you know what I'm saying? So a doctor is going to notice something. And any nurse out there, if you're a nurse out there, you could confirm this with me. Just naturally as a nurse, when you see people with good veins, the first thing that's coming to your mind is like, wow, they'd be an easy stick for an IV. It's just something that you could never let go. And I haven't worked in a hospital in over a decade, but anytime I see somebody with good veins, I'm like, wow, like your brain just naturally sees in their hands, or if they have on short sleeves in their arms, you like, oh God, you got good veins. So I don't think that Jackie, I think that Jackie made an observation and it did come out her mouth, but she need to do better because she's on TV and she's a whole doctor.
Shame on Jackie.
We're gonna get into this because I don't care. As we get into this Royaire and we end this season, I'm still Team Tamar, but we'll get there.
Listen, I support you standing on business. You gonna stand on business, and I'm gonna stand on business too. I'm Team Tamar too, but I'm Team Tamar. Grow up. It's time to grow up. It's time to stop this childish behavior. It's time to grow up. Am I glitching?
You are a little bit.
Okay, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, listen, we're going to jump into this recap. If you want to go ahead and get us started, we can get the night going and we'll be out of here.
We'll get started. This is season 2, episode 8, the season finale, and it's Malibu Mayhem. Okay. So Toni told Towanda finally that because we're still at the wedding. So Toni told Towanda finally that Trina had to leave with Vaughn because they had to go to the hospital because the doctor had told him from the door that morning he needed to be in the hospital. And she told Towanda that they left about an hour and a half ago. And Toni was so proud of herself because she actually stayed for the whole wedding. Child, I was like, yo, Toni is work. Okay. Like where was you gonna go, Toni? You should have had that day blocked off because you knew it was your sister's wedding with your see-through dress on, but whatever. So Towanda felt like, you know what, she understands. She got a husband now too. You know, she just wish she would have known or whatever the case may be. You know, that she had to leave or whatever. And she said, you know, our family, we have a lot of love, but we also have some issues because she was talking in the confessional. You know, I got some of my notes a little bit bunched up here, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's finally that's the scene with them still at the wedding or whatever the case may be. The next scene I'll throw in is Trina and Vaughn. They go follow up with Dr. Brown. This scene was everything. And this scene is so truthful. This scene is very typical of the Black men. I can only speak about the Black men because that's all I know. You know, and I'll throw in a little caveat here, Royaire, that our Black men, they're dying one of two ways. They're dying too early because of disease. Heart disease is like at the top of that list, or they're dying due to violence by the own hands of our brothers and sisters, right? Or if you want to take it a step further, they're alive, but they're dead because they're spending the rest of their life behind bars. So it's a crisis going on with the Black men, but this scene with them going to see the doctor was very typical, right? So, and look, shout out to Dr. Brown.
Dr. Brown.
She is that girl.
Okay.
We get some real doctors up on this TV, not a Dr. Jackie. Okay, we get some real doctors up on this TV because Dr. Brown wasn't playing no game. She was like, I don't understand what part of me telling you needed to be at the hospital right away that you didn't get. And then Dr. Brown was pissed because apparently he saw another doctor at the wedding or wherever, and he asked them about the blood work. Like, you question Dr. Brown because she a female and she don't know what she talking about. She said, and you had to get confirmation from another doctor before you took your behind to the hospital. She said, when I give orders, it's not a joke and it's not an option. It's what you got to do. Honey, I was here for every second of that scene. I loved every minute of it. The fact that they was on their way to see the doctor and this brother ordered catfish, you know, I'm going to say this respectfully. Trina, pick out the funeral home and get the casket because he's tripping. He's tripping. You literally just got your behind out the hospital and on your I said, this ain't real. This ain't real. This is crazy, right? She said your potassium was a 7. Okay. And she said, I don't get, she said, and now he got congestive heart failure and his kidneys got issues. And she said, do you know those are major organs that is keeping you alive? And she said, if your blood not flowing, it won't go to your wink wink. I said, come on, Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown kept it 100 in that office. She said, you won't be, pretty much she was telling him, you won't be having sex with your wife because you ain't going to be able to perform.
Dead.
Oh. Come on now, you better remind me. Dr. Brown said, and he was like, well, I didn't want to go because if I had to go to the hospital, then, you know, Trina wouldn't have went to the wedding. And she said, yeah, so you go and you dead on the floor. She said, then you would have really spoiled the wedding. And he was like, oh, you got a point. You think? Shout out to Dr. Brown. Come on, Tracy, real talk. I loved every single minute of it. I loved it. Dr. Brown, I love you, girl. Now, I tell you what, if I was wherever she's at, I would go to her. No team, no Tamar.
She cussed you out years ago. Girl, what you do to her? What she cuss you out for?
Oh my God.
I'm tired and I don't have no sis tonight. We shouldn't have did this.
She said, I'm still salty. Oh God. Jeez. Woo, child. All right.
Oh my God.
Well, listen, and I understand your emotions about Tamar. Okay, I ain't gonna do that to you no more. I ain't gonna do you no more when it comes to Tamar, okay? That you got Royaire. You took Royaire out. Not 30 years ago. Oh my God. Oh, God, my stomach hurts.
Salty about it.
30.
Oh my God, my stomach hurts.
Oh my God, come on, my side hurt. Not 30 years ago. Not 30. Oh my God, 30 years ago. Listen.
Shout out to the watch crew. Y'all are hilarious.
I can't do you right here. Go ahead now. What you think about those things?
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. That was hilarious. Okay. I don't understand what was the big thing about hiding this thing from Towanda. Like, we could have told Towanda that Vaughn and Trina were going to the hospital as soon as it happened. You know, she would have completely understood. Like, if anybody is understanding, it would have been Towanda. Like, ain't nobody been here for her thus far. So what's Trina leaving gonna do now? I mean, she's with her husband. It was what it was. Toni, where are you going? Why do you always have to leave? What do you have to go and do? Your boys are grown. You say, I don't know if you're married or not, but you don't give me wifey vibes like you finna go home and cook and clean and take care of your man. Like, girl, what do you have to do? Sleep, rest, get up. So yeah, that's what was that. That was whatever. Dr. Brown. That was reality TV at its best for a medical doctor. Okay. Yes. She was not playing. She said it's called dead.
Oh. He said, damn, when you put it like that. Even I was like, well, damn.
I was like, dang, she is not playing. I said, I need me a Dr. Brown in my life, okay?
Now.
But Vaughn is not taking this thing serious at all. You have a lot going on, and you need to seriously take this like literally like it's the last thing that you're going to do in life.
Yeah.
Trina has already told us that your mom passed away from heart complications. So obviously this is something that is running in the family. You have children, you know, you're married to Trina. Trina has already had so much loss. There's really a selfishness that he's operating out of, and he needs to break out of this selfishness and really do the work, you know. If he feels surgery is best for him, that's okay. But I feel like the natural way should always at least try to do the natural way. For you to be ordering catfish as soon as you left the hospital to come and see your doctor, sir, you're not taking this serious at all. But shout out to Dr. Brown for getting him together and letting him know that this is your life. And it's nothing to play with. And I hope that there will be Black men who watch this and can take, you know, what Vaughn has gone through and really, you know, go check on your health. Go get a doctor, you know, get a checkup. What is a yearly checkup? Supposed to get your yearly checkup. Get your blood work done. Those who are 40 and over, go get your prostate checked. Like, these are real things that can help you continue to live a long, healthy life if caught in its early stages. He's already also been diagnosed with what was it?
Kidney disease.
Kidney disease. Like, that's nothing to play with.
No.
Nothing at all. These are major organs in our body that we have to operate in order to live. So I love Dr. Brown, her explaining everything. She was serious from the front door all the way to putting him out of her office with her red Kool-Aid hair. Okay.
Don't do her like that. Don't do her like that.
Since Trina won't say it, Vaughn, you being stupid. Stop being stupid and use the good sense that God has given you.
Yeah.
But amazing scene, Diva. You know, Vaughn and Trina's scenes have really been carrying me through this year. Like, they have had some amazing scenes this season.
They have.
Really good.
Yeah, they have. They've been keeping it 100, unlike Towanda and Sean. But we're going to continue on. All right.
Me and her man.
Child, listen. Yeah, health is very important. It really is. It really is. So Trina is packing for the sister trip. She's ready to go to Malibu.
Do you see this?
What?
Ebony said Vaughn and Trina just posted a video of Vaughn eating fried homemade donuts. What'd you say earlier, Diva? Go on and pick out the funeral home in the casket.
And now she's helping him. If you giving your man fried donuts, y'all just sat in the office and said he got kidney issues, heart issues, thyroid issues. Are you kidding me right now? Find that video of them these fried donuts. Because I cannot right now. So she's packing. So who's going on the sister retreat is Trina, Tamar, and Toni is going on the sisters retreat. And they, you know, agreed that there was regret at the restaurant. Like Toni said, she had regret at the restaurant because she lost her cool and she wasn't happy with, you know, losing her cool. Tamar asked about the wedding, and no, none of them wanted to tell her. Did I mix up my notes? None of them wanted to tell her.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, none of them wanted to tell her, about the wedding. And she was like, come on, y'all don't speak to her. Y'all don't know. They just didn't want to tell, I guess, what Towanda was doing or whatever the case may be. But you know what? In a lot of ways, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm glad Towanda didn't come to the sister retreat. Okay. Because I'm not feeling Towanda much anyway. Okay.
Mm.
And they said, she's going to get back from her. They don't know because she's on her honeymoon and she should be back soon or whatever. So Tamar brought a special guest to Malibu. She brought a blow up of Towanda, which I thought was so disrespectful and messy. Because why did the blow up doll constantly have food in his mouth? But anywho, she brought the blow up doll. It was funny, and they was looking at whatever the case may be. When Toni was eating a biscuit with a knife and a fork, Tamar told her, "You've been different ever since you've been married to Birdman." Why was she trying to keep a secret that her and Birdman was married? I don't know. But she said she don't really want to tell her business. She's not putting out there like that. And she was laughing and joking because at this point, the whole world knows. And that's another thing. If y'all want to keep it real on this TV, keep it real. Let's see Birdman.
Mm.
But anyway, what was I going to say? Tamar said they had been fighting too long. So it's time to move on to the next stage. And I do agree, okay, that it's time to move on to the next stage, right? So Trina said that she got hypertension because of stress, right? And she will talk off camera about why she has this hypertension. She didn't want to talk about it on camera. And that kind of pissed me off, right? Because if this is reality TV and your man could talk about his hypertension and his issues on this camera, then let's hear why you got yours, Trina. So that pissed me off, right? So that was that scene. But now let me just talk about, I'm going to add this sound bath in there. This is when I was sick of Trina. I could have literally jumped through the TV, Royaire, and I ain't a violent person, but I could have jumped through the TV and slapped the piss out of her, okay? Because they doing the sound bath, and she doesn't want to get into it because she acts like it's a non-spiritual thing, and she believes in God and all of this other stuff, right? And my whole thing is, you believe in God, you can't do a sound bath. You really didn't want to participate, right? But because you so holier than thou, but your cousin Ashley, let me take that back. Your niece Ashley, who is suffering and want to tell her story, you ain't got no love for her. But God forbid you sit down and hear some little sound back on dun, and telling you to breathe, release, and relax. So her not participating in that, I thought it was deplorable. I thought it was a joke, and I thought she was full of crap. You want to talk about those two scenes?
Yes. Towanda not showing up, I feel like, Towanda is getting married. She had her honeymoon. So let Towanda be Towanda. Focus on the people that are here who want and desire to heal with you. And so I'm glad that Toni and Trina showed up. They seem to have showed up trying to be open, at least at that first night of dinner, until Trina decided to shut down and not share what she wanted. Here is my problem with being on reality TV, especially with Toni. You have signed up to share your life. Mm-hmm. Now, not everything, I really understand that. But for the most part, if you're talking about your stress and you're on high blood pressure, we need to get some kind of reasoning on what's going on so that we can understand as an audience and as a viewer what's going on so that we can be in support. How can we be in support and you're not really telling us what's going on? Okay, we understand this stuff is going on with Vaughn. What else outside of Vaughn is going on with Trina? Because it's called the Braxtons family value, not Vaughn family value. Same with you.
They ain't got no more family values. They just the Braxtons.
Well, there we go. That makes my point even better. It's the Braxtons, not the Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That means everybody has to share. And Toni, you do not share anything. I don't want to talk about my private life. This is about your private life. Why else are we here?
That part.
Stupid. Let's see. What else did the blow up doll? Now, I thought the blow up doll was okay until it was something in the mouth. Why do we have to put something in the mouth? Like, I was just like, this is a bit much. It was too much. Like, come on, Tamar. We supposed to be being in a positive sisterly mood. Like, and that's like, Towanda's not here. Let Towanda be. Let's as Taz said, let's focus on the people who are wanting to be a part of the journey. Let's focus, okay? And then what also with Tamar has to learn to not be so emotional when people choose not to share what they don't want to share. Just let it go. Like Toni said, okay, whatever. Blow it off. Let it go. Because at the end of the day, you doing what you're doing and you collecting your check. So let them do what they do. Because you're going to continue to be successful, obviously, because you're made for TV. Trina not participating in the sound bath. Her reasonings were just, in my opinion, as a Christian man who loves the Lord and the word, I thought it was utterly ridiculous. Like, what are we doing? We're listening.
Ridiculous.
Your background is music.
And it ain't Christian music.
Well, they did come from the church. I guess it is technically Christian.
They came from the church, but the music they sung together as a group
was secular. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you get up on stage with Toni with your butt half hanging out
on the floor, but if you didn't come to party, then you better go home. Oh, yeah. It's a sound bath. We're listening to sounds. Nobody was praying. Nobody was saying nothing. Close your eyes and relax. It proved exactly what Tamar was talking about. You have anxiety, obviously. You can't even let go and be in the moment. Those are my thoughts on that.
Yeah, let's move forward because that was stupid with the sound bath. I was like, Trina, please, okay? The devil all up in you, and then you have an opportunity with these sounds to get it out, and you won't let it happen. Whatever. Yeah, they had a gospel music, and then but every time they got up on that stage with Toni, nothing about Toni's music is gospel. So please stop. You wasn't man enough for me. Okay. Whatever. And then the outfits are all skimpy. So girl, bye. All right. So now Toni, Tamar, Trina. Toni loves the house. Trina used to come over to Tamar's house every Sunday and drove 1.5 hours to get to her house. And they would cook, they would eat, they would play games. It was a kiki and a ha-ha up until the point when somebody gave that man Tamar's address. Okay. So she straight up asked Tamar and Toni, Trina and Toni, right? Well, let me say this. Let me summarize this like this. Tamar did a lot of apologizing at that thing. A lot. And I could tell by Toni's face that Toni didn't like that whole thing happened and that it went down the way that it did. Trina was very defensive. Trina was still trying to gaslight Tamar. You know, the one thing about me is that I appreciate about myself, because sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back.
Come on, Pat.
Oh, child. You know, I know how to give in where I need to give in. And even if I love the person, say I'm wrong. I felt like there was a high level of maturity with Tamar at this retreat for the sisters versus the other sisters. I mean, Tamar kept apologizing and Tamar was telling her truths, like she said, and Trina was going to back up Toni even knowing when Toni was wrong. So, you know, she asked who gave the man the address. Toni came straight out and said, I didn't know you was going to be served with no cease and desist, right? And, you know, and Tamar said, I appreciate that. And she said, forgive me. I was in my feelings. That's why everything went down like that. And I was accusing everybody, but I was straight up in my feelings because it was like it was 3 against 1, right? And then so when she said to Trina, Trina knew what role you played in the situation. So instead of gaslighting your sister, you could have told your sister from the door, because when y'all was sitting at that luncheon, you act like you had no clue about nothing. But yet at the end of the day, you did have a piece in the pie, and your sister pretty much had to beat it out of you. And then she said, yeah, Trina did it. Exactly, Ocean. And then, you know, it was like, and then finally, you know, she admitted to her piece of it, and she let them know, you was messing with my business. You're wrong. And she said, you stopped coming to see me once the whole Ashley thing started to happen. And she said, that is messed up. Now, when she talked about Tamar told Toni, she said, it's your friend that you talk to every day that pretty much was involved in this whole cease and desist thing. And but again, Toni swears she didn't know anything, right? So and when Tamar asked Trina, why do you hate her so much? She said, you almost 50 years old. And she said, and you just up here acting all crazy. Now, let me say this. And Toni wants to try to act like Miss E didn't raise them that way. I don't know if Miss E really raised y'all. I feel like y'all was in that house once Daddy left. Miss E was traumatized, and she didn't get the help that she needed, and y'all was raising yourselves. And I'm saying that as respectfully as I can, okay? So Trina said she didn't put her hands on nobody, and Trina said she didn't put her hands on anybody, and Tamar said, let's roll the footage. Trina wanted to tell Tamar why you buck up in Toni's face, and Tamar said the truth. Toni bucked up first. Trina said she didn't. Toni, out of her own mouth, said I did. Mm-hmm. Out of her own mouth. And Tamar was like, see, that's what I'm talking about, Toni. She was not going to admit to that until you yourself said it. They gaslight Tamar. She may have her issues, but do they gaslight her? I'm saying 100% yes. Is it 3 against 1? I'm saying 100% yes. Because I say the other sisters didn't want Ashley telling the family business. But Trina, you so holier than thou that you can't do a sound bath, but you said out of your own mouth that Ashley got the story wrong about what happened to her back in the day. Trina, you're full of it. You're messy. Your sister sat there, Tamar, and apologized to you, and then reluctantly you end up apologizing to her. That whole scene was very traumatizing for me. So I know it was traumatizing for Tamar. I didn't like the way it went down. It was messed up. I hated it. Trina, go ahead, Royaire, because I was pissed.
Yeah. You know, this whole scene, in my opinion, it was in a way a vindication for Tamar. I am going to give hats off to Tamar for remaining calm and mature throughout the situation. And Diva, this is what I was expressing in that first dinner, which is why she was not able to get answers at that first dinner, because she blew up. She lost herself emotionally, and you have to remain calm in order to get the answers that you need to get. Also, I feel like based off of what the information was told us, none of the girls knew that they were coming into that dinner earlier this season with the questions that Tamar had. So if she would have addressed those questions in a more receivable way, I think it would have went differently. But I think Tamar did an excellent job. I have a problem more so with Toni than I do with Trina. Yes, Trina was out of pocket, but Toni is more of the problem. If anybody is the gaslighter, it's Toni.
Oh.
Toni continuously keeps a relationship with Tamar. She's the only sister that really stays in connection with Tamar. And you sat at that dinner table in that first scene, and you knew the things that was going on. And you did not stand up for your sister, as Tamar said. You fell on the other side with the other girls only because you were trying to protect your business. You didn't want Tamar talking about Birdman and everything that you got going on in your life. Nor did you offer an apology to Tamar on camera. At least Trina gave whatever little apology she gave. Would I have taken it? No. Because you gave an apology out of someone else's apology, not genuinely apologizing for what you did. Tamar took accountability, she took responsibility, and she apologized in a genuine way. Toni didn't give anything. Why are you here? What was the purpose? It was as if you were the facilitator of this meeting, when in fact you are the problem as well. It blew me away. But I have to give props to where props is due. And Tamar did her thing. She remained calm. She got the answers that she desired. And she apologized. And hopefully she can move on. Now, what I do want her to understand is that people can't take accountability for what other people do. It was not in the place of Toni or Tamar to tell that man what he should and should not do. So they can't take responsibility for this cease and desist that was sent out. Because he was hired to do that job. Even if they are friends, he can't not do what he was hired to do as a profession. And also, you cannot, you can be mad at people, but if people don't side with you because of how they may feel, or if they change their mind about what they feel, you have to accept that and move on. Let it go. That's the mature thing to do, in my opinion. And if we're growing and moving forward, that's what you should do. But I commend her for her behavior last night. Excellent job. Her behavior did not diminish the message. The message came across. I understood. And I received what she was saying.
I will say this. You ain't getting my sister's address from me.
Now, see I was a little confused about that, because I feel like that she had to have given the address. Like, why would you give the attorney and not give the address? Like, that didn't add up to me, Trina.
Because you did. I'm not giving my sister address to nobody. I'm not confirming it with you. And matter of fact, if you call me the first time and then after that, your phone number is getting blocked. If you don't have her address and you can't find it and figure it out, then oh well. And like she said, nobody would have figured it out, because apparently the house is not even in her name. Because she said it herself. Said it's not in my name. But yes, she slayed. Give it up to Tamar. She slayed at that sister's retreat. She slayed. And go ahead, Tamar said.
Around Trina every Sunday. She didn't know Trina drove an hour and a half or so for her house. Yeah,
she didn't know. Their sister relationship is strange.
Poor parenting.
I know the distance to both my sister's houses. Even though they swear I drive so slow, that's why it's longer, but whatever.
Yeah, Monique said poor parenting. These sisters trigger each other. It's sad. It is.
It is sad.
It is.
It is sad. Because I think Miss E, some people, when they break up with their husband, the baby father, whatever the relationship is, they really can't get over that man left. Miss E was traumatized when the husband left, and she never got over it. Even to this very moment. She does better, but she don't get
traumatized. I would say bitter. She was bitter.
I think she was trauma, and then she probably went into straight bitter mode.
Ocean Dreaming says, I hope they won't do the show anymore. It saddens me because they were actually close before the cameras. Now, see, I don't know how much of that I actually believe.
Well, Tamar cursed Ocean out, so maybe Ocean knows. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm almost feeling like I feel like they wasn't really that close before the show. I feel like they wasn't. I feel like there was tension, and it definitely was always tension with Tracy. I feel like Tracy was the outcast of the family. I don't know if they was really close.
Tamar is great at doing apologies. Not an apology tour.
No, don't do Tamar. Don't do Tamar.
See, Michael is their brother, so I can kind of see how she gave the address to him. Oh, gave the address to Michael?
No, well, gave the address, I guess, to Michael or the lawyer, whatever, connected for Michael. But see, you know what though? I don't know. It's messy, but they know the family was involved in this man getting this cease and desist to Tamar, and they should have never gaslit her over it.
Oh, you went to some beauty school with Miss E. Okay. Okay, you got a tea.
Holla. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this last scene. You know, where what was I gonna say? They're about to leave. The retreat is kind of over, right? And they're eating chicken. And you know, they just kind of talked, and you know, it said that, you know, Tracy was there. And that's the other thing too with Trina. She's such a fraud, if you ask me. You got the hummingbird representing Tracy on your neck, but the sound bath was just, you know, whatever. I don't know. Missy is bitter, and it left her daughters in poor mental states. I agree. I agree. Tamar shows off her big boobs. They said they always have the sisterhoods. They said they sisters were their first friends, and they got no place to go but up. Miss E talks about they did a little confessional with her. She said that, you know, they got sickness, ups and downs, you know, life is a roller coaster, whatever the case may be, but they always going to be family. Okay. Towanda says she's a newlywed, whatever. And Tamar said, she says this is her non or no offensive era. She's not gonna let nobody offend her. And we saw that didn't last long because she's mad at Funky Diva. So obviously he offended her.
Yeah, you know, the episode was what it was. You know, they went and had breakfast with each other. They sat and chit chat and kikied, and you know, yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't ever want nobody to lose their check, you know, but if the girls don't come back, I won't be mad, you know.
Yeah. It is very sad. You know, I was rooting for them coming back. But the comeback has been lackluster. It just and you know why it's lackluster? Because they don't really want to keep it real with us. Right? Toni don't want to tell her real business. Trina talking about, I'll tell y'all off camera. No, this is a reality show. Tell us what's going on right now. Right? I'll talk to you off camera. And then Tamar said, see, I ain't telling your business. Because Tamar knew the business already, right? And then, you know, Tawanda's not telling us the truth. She's not telling us the truth about her son and why he wasn't there and at that wedding. She ain't telling us the truth about Scratchy, about why he wasn't really in the wedding. We're not getting the truth. Pack of lies. And I don't need them to come back season 3 with the lies. If you want to come back season 3, this is how you need to come back. We need to see Birdman, Toni.
Hello.
We need to see him. If you want to come back, Towanda, we need to know why Andre can't be in the kids' lives. Okay? We need to
block him from going to her graduation.
That part. We need to physically see your son to know that he's all right and that he's really in the army. We are with the, what was his shed? The Navy, whatever. We want to see him in his uniform.
Where's the oxygen tank? Him diving in the water. We need to see it, okay?
Want to see his graduation picture.
Where's the degree?
and we want Scratchy, and we want what's the Scratchy father name? What's his name? What's his dad name? Kevin. Mm-hmm. We want to see Kevin, because this is reality. We want y'all to keep it real. We want the opening scene to be the family and the extended family. We want Papa Braxton with his new wife at the table too.
Not Miss Wanda.
Okay? That's what we want. We want Papa Braxton, Miss Wanda. We want Miss E. We want Kevin, Tracy's husband. We want Scratchy at the table. And matter of fact, bring Ashley too. We want a family meeting.
Jesus help us.
Okay.
You trying to tear the whole damn scene up.
Woo. We think that dinner they had, that they split up for the whole season was something. No, give us real reality TV. And we want Andre to speak first.
No, I think we want Kevin to speak first. He's been around longer.
That's true.
He was there when they dropped and kicked Tracy to the ground.
You ain't right. You's a fool. You's a whole fool. You ain't right. That ain't right. I ain't fooling with you.
Oh my God. But listen, people, that has been our recap of season 2, episode 8 of the Braxtons. At the end of every episode, we like to get your thoughts and opinions via ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. I want to do 2 ratings tonight, so if you can bear with us for just a second. I want our first rating to be on episode 8. Give us your thoughts and opinions on a scale of 1 to 10 for episode 8, Where You Falling? And then for the overall season 2 of the Braxtons, let us know on a scale of 1 to 10 as well. So you can do E and your number rating, and then you can do S for the season and your number rating. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Scale 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Let us know. Diva, your final thoughts and opinions on episode 8 and the season.
You know, episode 8, again, because of Von and Trina and Dr. Brown. I'm going to give this thing a 8.5. Matter of fact, I'm going to give it a 9, because at the sisters retreat, Tamar got an A+ from me.
She did.
So I'm giving this thing a 9. Dr. Brown, I love you. If you ever come to New Jersey and set up your practice, I will be your patient, because you keep it 100. Holla. Okay, you straight up told him, you want to be dead?
Listen, you take virtual appointments. I'll come down there once a year to Atlanta.
Okay. Get blood work done. Let you tap the vein, touch, see, feel me, all that. Okay. I'm here for
lab called. And when my lab calls, I mean business.
That part. And then you going to question another doctor and about my work?
No, Dr. Brown was ready to cuss Vaughn out. Don't question me.
Dr. Brown stood on business.
Oh my God.
Business. I love her. So yeah, I'm giving it a 9.
Okay, overall season rating, what are you doing for your season?
I'm gonna come, you know what? Because really, Royaire, because of the producers and the way they produced it, they made something out of nothing. Because what really made the whole thing is because we kept seeing little snippets of that data. So that's what made it. And they made it because of the way they presented it to us. So for that, I'm going to give the whole season a 9.
Period. Okay. I'm definitely going to give episode 8. I thought episode 8 was a strong 8 for me. I'm going to give it an 8. Love Dr. Brown. Love Trina and Vaughn. That whole scene was just, it was the episode. It was the highlight of the episode. Outside of Tamar and her apology and keeping it, copacetic with the sisters in regards to receiving what they said. And at the end of the day, that's what it's always about, is receiving what people saying and moving forward. Either we can make it work or we can't. And that's what family, friend, enemy, whoever. You got to do what's best for your peace.
Yes.
Not being around your sisters, not being around certain friends. You know, if that's what it is, then you got to do that. But I definitely want to see Tamar grow and be successful. I don't want her personal life to overshadow the professional life that she has with this music. She is so talented. So talented with the pen and the voice.
Yes.
You can't let your personal life overshadow, you know, the professionalism of everything that you've been gifted to do. So, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes. But the other sisters, they need to grow up too. Toni,
okay, hello.
You are the oldest sister.
Yes.
And for you to have taken no accountability, like you didn't roll up on Tamar like you was some kind of gangster, out of pocket, out of line.
Out of pocket, out of line. Then
I
talk
Tamar, an apology. Tamar, I owe you an apology. Toni, I owe you first. And I committed wrong. So my apologies for that.
That's it. Thank you, Royaire.
You did slap that glass across the table first.
No, Toni bucked up and then Tamar, and she way taller. Toni's tiny.
She is tiny. I was like, girl, no, you're not walking up on this.
Tamar got up like this.
But yes, now overall for the season, I'm gonna give the whole season a 9. I thought it was really, really good season, you know, leading up to that dinner. The way that they produced this whole season, the way that they edited, put it together, the different, you know, rollout scenes. I mean, they really did a really good job putting this whole season together. So shout out to the Braxtons, shout out to the cast and crew, shout out to WeTV, shout out to All Black. That's where I streamed it. Thank y'all so much. This was an amazing recap season of the Braxtons season 2. Yeah. So let's see. I think I seen some ratings in here somewhere. I thought. Let's see. I Am 50 Gold series final. Do not
No, do not return.
Thank you for your services.
Oh, child.
Okay.
Thank you. We are good.
Ebony is giving this episode a 7.
And don't go back either.
Oh God. Ocean Dreaming 8 this episode, but a 6 for the season because Tamar
Now she's still on that Tamar curse to out.
Oh my God. Let's see. Raheem said he'll give the season a 7. They failed Tracy again.
They did fail Tracy. They did fail us. They failed her once again. They did.
Miserably.
They did. Y'all wrong.
Listen. Oh my God.
They failed Tracy once again.
Well, Diva, the people have spoken. They said they don't want to see the girls back next season.
Oh my God. I mean, I understand it.
But in all honesty, and I feel like I've said this before, I really think the magic is gone. Like Tracy no longer being here really, it's a missing link. It's a missing link.
You know what, Roy? It's a missing link that they can recover from. But the fact that they're not going to keep it real on these TV, that's really what the missing sauce is.
Yeah.
You need to keep it 100. I think if they was willing to keep it real and stop all the phoniness, and I'm not going to talk about this on TV and I'm not going to talk about that. Literally, I was so disappointed in Trina. And for Tamar to talk about you almost 50.
I was like, Tamar got some damn nerve talking about somebody almost 50. Stop it.
She's like, girl, you almost 50. You need to keep it real up on this screen.
I am 50 Gold said Towanda can keep walking down the hall.
Oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Thank you so much. This has been an amazing season recap. Listen, we have recapped all 8 episodes. So if you missed any of the episodes, or if you just want to go back and check out the recap, feel free to go to either one of our channels, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva or Royaire's World, and go to our lives, and you can scroll back down and check those episodes out. It has been a great season overall. We are still going to continue our podcast recap with Married to Medicine. We just recapped Married to Medicine on last night. Episode 1 dropped this past Sunday. So if you missed it, go check out the episode and then come watch our podcast, or you can just watch the podcast and get all the tea that happened because we spilled it. Okay.
And you know what? Towanda can keep walking down the hall.
Not the unemployment hall.
And you know what's so crazy though? They want this show to last so bad. I heard the ratings wasn't that good. I'm not sure. I heard the ratings.
I heard the same.
Yeah, the ratings wasn't
the fight. Yeah, they said after the fight it definitely went down. Because that was really the season that everybody was looking, or the scene that everybody was looking for. But yes, we are recapping Married to Medicine. We are also still recapping The Real Housewives of Potomac, which has been amazing. So if you want an amazing reality show to watch, go check out The Real Housewives of Potomac on our channels. And then Kimora Lee Simmons' show, Back in the Fab Lane, it dropped on Tuesday. So we will get back with you guys on a recap date for that as well. So make sure you stay tuned to our channels with all the latest and greatest show recaps. Make sure you continue to tune in to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. nightly for trending topics as well. Anything else going on? Oh, make sure that you're watching the Diddy Netflix series.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. We will be recapping that episode part by part. So we'll start with part 1, and then we will work our way to part 4. So good. So if you have missed that, make sure you check it out. It is streaming now on Netflix. Anything else before we go?
It's number 1.
Yes, I seen that today.
Number 1.
Yes.
So that's it. Yeah.
All righty. Well, listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining us. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, make sure you hit the like button going out. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure you just subscribe to Royaire's World and Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Join Diva tonight for trending topics. We love y'all, and we will see y'all next time. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Royaire World.